A consistently ascending trajectory of India's aviation sector has paved way for a competition-driven acceleration amongst the country's airliners. Akasa Airline, the country's latest entry into an established and competitive airline industry, set off its commercial operations with its first flight on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad route. Backed by the late billionaire investor Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Akasa has a 72 Boeing aircraft fleet on order and is set to compete directly with other budget carriers like IndiGo, SpiceJet, and Go First. Akasa launched operations with aims to connect India's metropolitan cities with smaller towns. Their strategy was created in line with the government's regional connectivity scheme, which was designed to make airline travel available to common citizens at affordable prices.
In the last 5 years, we have grown from 2013-14, almost 6 crore passengers to almost 14.5 crore passengers. We forecast by 2027, India will have 40 crore passengers per year. That's the kind of phenomenal growth. And if that phenomenal growth has to be made possible, it can only be made possible by a number of players coming into the sector.
Currently, there are 9 scheduled airlines operating in India, the biggest being Air India, IndiGo, SpiceJet, AirAsia India, Go First, and Vistara. In a major challenge to the existing players, in January of this year, the Tata Group secured control of the state-run carrier Air India in a $2.4 billion USD equity and debt deal, ending years of struggle trying to privatize the financially troubled airline. 3 years after being grounded due to a cash crunch, Jet Airways is also back in business as well. The airline is expected to resume its commercial operations from September. The Ministry of Civil Aviation, which has welcomed such growth and expansion, expects the fresh competition to generate 100,000 new jobs in the next 2 years. Travel restrictions during the coronavirus pandemic had severely affected the industry. With the easing of restrictions, India's domestic air travel has made a sharp recovery, with airlines flying over 57 million passengers in the first half of this year, up by 238% from last year.
India is seeing a phenomenal revival. Post-COVID restrictions, though the industry started very slow, but it picked up the momentum and it's in full swing. If you see that aviation market, Indian aviation market is the 4th largest next to US, China and the UK. Now soon we are expecting that India will overtake even the UK. Now government, because of the UDAN scheme, airlines started operating more than 600 routes, and because of this, more than 10 million people have benefited, and it's expected next 2 years it will double more than the present figures of 10 million.
Observers say the sky is the limit for the aviation sector in India. The Airports Authority of India, the implementing agency, has awarded 948 routes under the Regional Connectivity Scheme, from which 405 routes involving 65 airports have been operationalized as of March this year. With more routes and airports opening up, the airline industry is set to witness robust growth. This brings more investment opportunities for the country, thereby also enhancing the employment potential as well. This is another rapidly developing story of Brand India.